Yeah, like how are you hanging with this heat being a Pacific Northwest guy?
I mean, it's definitely an adjustment. When I left home to actually come down here, it was about 60 and rainy. So when I get here and it's 108 on a normal Tuesday, it's definitely a change of pace for me.
And then today, like ramping up the humidity a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
Yikes.
Luckily, we transitioned inside. We finished the practice strong in here, but it was definitely, it took a lot of effort, just to continue to push outside and give it our all. But I feel like the team did a good job.
So 5 days of practice under your belt now at the college level. What kind of jumps out to you? How's the speed of the game?
It's definitely an adjustment, like I said. I played 4 years of varsity back in Seattle. So by senior year, things just started to flow for me. Then it felt like I just took a complete 180. So just getting used to the game speed, getting used to the aggression, and really just guys ripping at the ball. They don't do that as much at the high school level, but now it's definitely a big emphasis to protect the ball, keep it high and tight, make sure that you have all 5 points of pressure, and that the ball is the most important thing.
Why was Arizona State the right place for you?
I had a really long recruiting process. Got my first offer my freshman year. But, when it really comes down to it, relationship. I've known Coach Dillingham since my sophomore year. So, and he's a great coach. He's great at what he does. He was an amazing OC, and I believe that he'll be an even better head coach. I fully believe in that. So when it came down to finally make my decision, evaluating some of the places, I just felt like ASU was the best place for me, fit, scheme, and relationship-wise.
Now, getting to be in this program for the last few weeks, being a guy coming over the summer, being a part of this program, what's your read on kind of the vibe, the culture, now that you're a part of it in it day-to-day?
Usually with teams that have a big turnaround like we have, as in like new guys coming in, you usually see a lot of big eyes, little U's on the team, but not with this team, not with the staff. There's a big emphasis on brotherhood. There's a big emphasis on togetherness and just making sure that everyone's on the same accord. Every single back has been helping me, learn the playbook. Every coach has been helping me. Every single player feels like a brother to me already.
Sean Aguano's got a pretty good track record of developing very productive running backs at the college level. Just working with him for these 5 practices and heading into camp, what kind of jumps out to you most about what impact he can make with you?
Really just his emphasis on attention to detail. I ran in the veer in high school, so it was a lot of just straight ahead power, gap scheme. You have a lead blocker out of fullback. Here it's a lot of reading and finding your own holes and pass pro and slipping out into routes. In high school I only had 2 career receptions. So things like that is definitely an adjustment, but I feel like with him, focusing in on me and coaching me up, I feel like those are things that I can add to my game that will help me translate to the next level like the rest of the backs.
You're getting a break from the heat, going up to Camp Tonazona here in a couple days. What have you heard about what to expect there?
Not the most pleasant things, I must admit, but I just heard that it's a really good bonding activity for the team, creates a lot of togetherness. It's high-level competition. Guys are focused in, guys are ready to go, and this will be a true testament to what this team could be later on in the fall. Yeah,
you're looking forward to just getting off the grid a little bit. Cell phones aren't working too well, and just focus
my phone's been off the grid since fall camp started.
So now that you've been in this offense for a little bit, what is it like just in terms of the Arroyo Dillingham scheme as to what they ask of the running backs?
Like I said, it's a big adjustment from what I'm used to. I believe like the past 3 practices up until today, I've had more receptions than carries, which has been a really fun transition for me. It's been a fun thing to add to my game. I always felt like I could work in space, and now I get a prime opportunity to show that with being involved in the receiving game.
I've been covering this team for about 14 years now. I don't remember a backfield this deep. What is it like just, in that room, that chemistry and rapport with you guys, at the same time, being competitive and battling for playing time?
Like I said, a lot of the guys have been, just reaching out to me on their off time, making sure that, I'm learning everything I need to do, whether that's getting in with me at 5:30 in the morning every day or, that's just happening with me before bed, making sure that I go over my playbook and making sure that things are locked and loaded for the next day. It's competitive. I feel like everyone here is trying to find out who they are to this team and find out their role so they can just help us be a winning program.
What are your goals for the rest of fall camp? What would you like to kind of show this coaching staff over the next few weeks?
Just continue to develop. Jumping from high school to college is a transition, of course, but just focusing on my development, making sure that I can step up to the plate when my number's called.